Hello everyone, welcome in my YouTube channel Software Testing Concept in Agile Era. Let's start with the today's topic. Today we will discuss about the different life cycle in software testing, right? So the first topic is software development life cycle. So software development life cycle is nothing but the combination of different phases. So these phases combinedly define the end-to-end process of software development. So each phases will be derived by a different team and the objective of each phase will be different, but the combinedly objective will be the same to deliver the bug-free, secure, which meets all the expectation of end user to the customer or end user, right? So let's start with the first phase, which is called the requirement analysis. Requirement analysis or the first phase will be driven by a business analyst. The job of the business analyst to have a discussion with end user or their representative to document the document all the requirement given by the end users. Once the requirement is documented, the next phase will come into the picture, which is called design. Here the architect of uh, architect team will define the architecture of the application, and they also define the workflow of the applications. Once the architecture and workflow is defined, the implementation phase will come into the picture where the development team start doing the coding based on the design and workflow. Once the implementation is completed, a software will be delivered to the testing team. So the job of the testing team is to certify the application. Certify means the application is meeting all the criteria which is mentioned in the requirement document. Once it is certified by the testing team, the deployment phase will come into the picture, and the job of the deployment team is to deploy the code or the application to the server so that the application could be available for the end user or the customer and they can utilize and access it, right? The last phase will be the maintenance, where the maintenance team will monitor and fix all the issue reported by the end user, and also the job of the maintenance team is to provide a support to the end user or the customer after successful deployment the application to the end user, right? So these are the different phases of the software development life cycle. I hope it is clear to everyone. So let's discuss next the software testing life cycle. So the software testing life cycle is the subset of software development life cycle, right? So once the application given to the testing team, there are different phases within the testing phase where the testing team do the different activity in these phases. So let's start with the analysis. Here the job of the testing team is to analyze the requirement and develop their understanding about the application, right? If I am talking about the understanding, means they have to think just like end user, right? Then they start planning about the testing, right? How they will proceed with the testing. They have to create a test plan for that, where they will define what will be the in scope, means testing in scope, what will be the out of scope, when they will start the testing, when they have stopped testing, right? Report how they will report the bug, what will be the tools, and how they will send the different kind of report to the different stakeholders. These all information will be mentioned in the test plan, right? The next phase will be the design phase, where the testing team will create the test datas, test cases, test scenarios before executing those, right? So the next phase will be the execution, where the test case is ready, test data is ready, test environment is ready. So after getting the application, they will start executing those test cases, right? So once those cases meet the criteria, whatever it is mentioned in the test cases, it will be passed. If does not meet the criteria, expected criteria, right? The defect will be raised and the different cycle will start executing theirs. So that is called the bug life cycle. We will discuss later about it. So the last phase will be the test closure, where the set of criteria will already defined in the test planning when test should be closed, right? So once those criteria meet, then testing team will close the testing, right? So these are the different phases of software testing life cycle. The next phase is the bug life cycle. As I mentioned, while executing the test cases, if a tester or the testing team identify the output of the test case execution is not meeting the criteria of expectation, then they will raise a defect in defect management tool. When a testing team create a new defect, the status will be new. After that, it will be assigned to someone. So once it is assigned, then the team or the individual assignee will analyze the defect. Analyze means the team or the individual person will analyze it like it is a valid bug or not. If it is not a valid bug, then simply they can reject it with providing the proper comment, right? After that, it will be closed simply without it providing any fix. If it is a valid bug, then the development team will provide a fix for that. So once the development team provides the fix, it will assign to testing team. Here the testing team will come again into the picture, and the job of the testing team is to validate it, right? So once testing team identify the fix is working fine and now the issue has been resolved, then they can provide the comment and they can simply close the ticket, right? Or defect. If I am talking about a ticket means the defect, right? Once the testing team identify, okay, the fix is not working as expected, then they can reopen the ticket, right? After reopening, it will reassign to the same developer, right? They can work on it again, and the same cycle will execute like fixed and retest. If it is closing, then close, otherwise again reopen it. So this cycle will keep on rotating until unless the mentioned issue has been fixed. There is another special state of the defect which is called deferred. Deferred means if the reported bug is valid but the scope of the defect or the whatever is mentioned in the defect is not defined in the scope of this release, so what development team or the basically the stakeholders can say, okay, although this is the valid bug, let's park it and we will take it later, maybe after this release, right? Means the defect is not important or it is not in scope of the current deliverables, right? So that open defect will keep in open state, but it will be in the deferred state so that the development team can pick it later. So I hope this video is worthful for you. So if you like this video, please click on the like button and do the subscribes. Thank you for your time.